This is from Anne, who wrote, I wanted to share something with you on the way you spoke on your program, January 11th. Shawn, one must remember who is watching your program, and to say freaking is certainly not showing people that you are someone to be listened to. You come on each week too, looking unkept, shirt unbuttoned, sleeves undone. What is with the scarves and growing another beard? Come on, Shawn, clean up yourself so that the LDS who tune in will see a well-groomed man, and possibly they will respect what you have to say. Remember, the LDS are conservative people, and they do base their opinions on appearances. Just something to show that appearances are important to the LDS. And also, please, do think before you speak. It's what an adult does. That's what I was taught as an adult. So, Anna, a good Christian viewer, I want to tell you a couple things. I don't know if I could ever make this clear, but let me try. We are not trying to reach LDS people who will turn the channel due to my appearance. There are 100 television preachers, pastors, teachers who have the appearance that are very conservative, and they do nothing to reach those LDS either. The Kool-Aid drinkers will never change in the Mormon church, even if I got on here and I looked like Joseph Smith reincarnated. They have their faith, come hell or high water. Those dyed in the wool are not changing anything. We're trying to reach a segment of people who, while being LDS, see through the facade of what they've been living, and they really want truth, but they're not sure how to get it. They have beards often. They are unkept often. They drink beer and they smoke cigarettes. And again, a clean-cut stalwart with the is not going to reach those types of people. But with the loss, my appearance and the show and my demeanor, sometimes it strikes a chord. Now, sometimes that chord is dissonant, and they say, I hate that guy. I do not like how he talks or his appearance. I'm going to prove him wrong. And they go to utlm.org and they start doing their homework, and they find out, can't prove what he's saying wrong. And then sometimes they resonate to it with clarity, and they appreciate what we're saying. And so we reach them that way. So I hope you'll consider this. And secondly, I don't dress up for the show. What you see on the show is how I dress. Years ago, I had a Christian friend come to Huntington Beach where we live, and he was representing the Way of the Master, and they were at Huntington Beach Pier, and they were street preaching to people out there. And he said, will you meet me for lunch? And I said, yeah. So I got on my bike, and I rode down to the pier. And he was standing there, and when I rode up, he looked at me, and he said, you look like all the other freaks down here. Okay, that was out of his mouth. Now, he's down there trying to reach those freaks, right? And I said, this is where I come. This is my home. This is where I come from. I would suggest if you're going to do the Way of the Master, you might not want to have that attitude toward the freaks that are walking around you, So I refused to dress up for people the day I walked away from Mormonism, which required that I dressed up for them and pretended for them for 40 years. And to be frank, Anne, my heart is really set on reaching people who can see beyond clothes and beards. Okay?